Good evening. So, just to clarify, I am fully aware that I have already made a Goosebumps video on this channel before. And on that channel. So, I've recently been recollecting all of the 62 books in the original series. I'm still 3 short, however, so if you have Legend of the Lost Legend, My Best Friend is Invisible, or The Haunted School, I definitely wouldn't have a problem with you sending them to me. So considering I've already made a couple videos on this series before, I'm gonna do my best to not talk about episodes that I've already talked about in the previous videos. So if something didn't make this list, it might be in those other videos, which I'll leave a link to down in the description. Enjoy the video. Piano lessons can be murder. Oh yeah, starting off strong. The only thing scarier than piano lessons? Friend Request, the movie. This episode is basically about a kid who has sort of like an overactive imagination, and his parents are like, hey, maybe you should get involved in like an activity or something so he can get his mind off of all these fantasies. But like the house they move into is kind of weird though, like sometimes it, sometimes, I'm sorry, I just experienced what is known as a heart palpitation. Mom! One Day at Horrorland is probably without a doubt one of the best Goosebump books and episodes ever created. I'm sure you know the basic story by now, so I'm not gonna really get into it. You know, R.L. Stine has always said things like, oh, I always want to make sure that the readers know that the books aren't real, you know, monsters aren't real. I don't want to emotionally scar children. Okay, then what the fuck is this? An Old Story is one of the later Goosebumps episodes, and oftentimes an episode that not a lot of people know about or remember watching when they were younger. In fact, I recently went back and watched it for the first time in like ages. See what I did there? And so here's the basic premise. 2 kids are staying with their aunt. Aunt is a witch/voodoo lady. Aunt feeds kids cookies. Kids turn old. Aunt attempts to sell them as sex slaves to her older lady friends.
And I have a very nice retirement fund. Enough for 2.
Oh dear God. Attack of the Jack-o'-lanterns is my all-time favorite Goosebumps episode. It's kick-ass. I mean, look at this shit.
You know, I think we're getting to like Halloween as much as you do.
Hey, it's the one time a year you get to be someone else.
Classic. But even now, upon revisiting this episode, there's one scene in particular that just sort of sticks out as very tonally different from the rest of the episode. Here we go again. I have to include this episode. The episode that tops everything, ever. You thought Bill Skarsgård was scary as Pennywise? Fuck that. The Haunted Mask 2. But Jacob, like, where's the climax scene from part 1? Like, honestly, it's right up there. But I just hate this thing. I hate it.
Please, sir. Please.
You will do as I say. Bring it to me.
Bring what?
The head of Carly Beth.
Moral of the story, don't let your kids watch this episode. Well, unfortunately, that's all I have time for this video. If I missed any episodes that gave you the creeps when you were younger, go ahead and leave some titles down in the comments. Also, I'm currently in the process of trying to receive funding for a recent feature film that I did titled Weird Fiction. It's a completely independent film that draws a ton of inspiration from not only the horror genre, but specifically 80s retro horror. So if you're into stuff like that, definitely check out the link to our Indiegogo down in the description below. We're offering a whole bunch of different merch items, from DVDs to pins to even shirts like this. As always, guys, thank you so much for taking the time to check out this video, and I hope to see you in the next one. Now, watch me disappear.